Hello, Mallards. It is Wednesday, a day that I'd forgotten existed.
Yeah, she did.
But I'm hanging out with Mel and Raymond. We're going to watch Magicians and eat Pizza Hut, which is very exciting. However, before I get to reviewing Magicians, which will be the majority of this video, I have to tell you about this thing I just learned. And this thing I just learned is that Mel most often watches my videos while in the shower. And I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it's kind of sweet. But also, Mel's watching my videos while she's in the shower. I'm often just conversing with a Mel in the shower. Changes everything. We watched the second episode of the season of Magicians, and the third episode airs in an hour, so we're gonna watch that too. But recap of episode 2. They do ridiculous descriptions for the episodes. This one was Fenn's got 3 bars, and Alice didn't buy enough tacos.
Yep.
Which sounds like, as Mel said, a title to one of my videos. Just a reference that's randomly in the middle of the episode.
Yeah.
But we know what both of those things mean now. Spoilers for all of the episodes of Magicians. Alice made a golem of Q.
But it ended up being 12-year-old Q instead of adult Q.
Yep. But he was cute.
He was cute and smarter.
Yeah, I was gonna say way better adjusted than adult Q. I don't know what happened to Q between 12 and whenever he started. Yeah.
No, he definitely was experiencing depression. That's why his dad told him the thing about when he's going through a bad thing, think about it as the first page of the book.
Yeah.
So
but
he already was depressed.
I don't know. Better adjusted Q.
I
And definitely cuter.
I think it's before magic Q.
Well, because he could still do some magic.
Yeah, but he didn't know what it was.
Yeah, that's true.
And there was very little of it.
But, like, the Q that started Magicians, I also didn't like. And he didn't really magic either.
Fair enough.
But I liked this Q a lot. He was super cute and sweet. And then Julia showed up. And she was like, what? And she was upset. But one of my favorite bits of the episode happened where 12-year-old Q is looking at Julia and he goes, "You remind me of someone. My friend Julia, her grandmother."
Are you her grandma?
Woo!
And Julia was like, "Can you go play with some rocks or something?"
She was not having it. It was really funny. Meanwhile,
takes a bag of tacos.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Margot and Eliot are desperately trying to save Josh and Fenn from dying 300 years in the past via multiple time travel tests. Some more successful than others. They did succeed in not letting them die in an uprising, and instead got murdered by the invading army. They also succeeded in not letting them get murdered by the invading army, but instead Josh got stung to death by bees. And then eventually succeeded in just convincing them to come to the future.
Yeah. Which was the best idea. Because they survived.
But then the episode ended with Eliot being dumb. So there are these stamps. And you put the stamp on an envelope, and that envelope will deliver anywhere, anywhen you want.
Yeah.
So Margot sent 2 of them to Josh, and there was 1 other stamp. And Eliot used it to do what we knew Eliot would do with it. Like, the instant those were introduced, I was like, well, somebody's writing a letter to Q.
He pretended to send one of them so he could keep the stamp to send to Q.
There was 4 stamps he sent.
No, there were 3 stamps.
There were 3 stamps.
3 stamps total. 2 went to Josh, and that one that he is sending now to Q. 'Cause he's heartbroken.
Because Q was the love of his life. Literally. They died together.
Yeah. And so now we'll have to wait and see what the outcome of that is, but knowing how this show goes, probably nothing good. I'm enjoying this season more than I thought I would. Julia's trying to figure out what's going on with magic. Oh, we missed a whole set of people.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Magic is having these, like, bursts of wildness. And if you're doing magic during those times, things just explode.
Yeah.
Like, it's just out of control. Like, surges.
Yeah, so that's why Breakbills has just, like, a lot of magicians now. And Penny is struggling with his powers.
And one of his students is hearing a signal, and it, like, made him teleport.
Yep.
Without his, like, it was out of his control, and now the signal's just always there. It's kind of like The Beast Part 2.
Yeah.
Do you think the Beast is back? Do
No.
you think Eliot's letter leads to the Beast being back?
No. And then there's also the whole not time traveling, memory stealing assassins.
Oh, this is true. Memory stealing assassins, that's all the explanation you get?
Yep. We're gonna watch the other episode and we'll check back. Now we are officially caught up on magicians, and the conclusion of this episode is Eliot almost slept with
Another person he shouldn't be sleeping with.
yeah, the Dark King. Which I was pretty sure that that's who that guy was when he showed up, because I was like, he looks vaguely like the guy who played the Dark King in that stage play. And also, he's pretty and a good actor, so he can't just be a throwaway character.
And also, he, like, defeated the Takers, which is, like, how the Dark King came to power.
Yeah, so when he defeated
like,
a Taker, we were like, suspicious. But I want to know about the magician he was in love with, and he's got a whole backstory that's really intriguing.
He was in love, but he lost him, and,
yeah.
you know. He doesn't look anything like the person who played the Dark King.
No, it's just a vague amount of... No, same facial hair. That's how I knew. He's got the... Listen, I'm just saying.
So.
The same amount of facial hair.
Yeah, so he was just, like, this random guy that was, like, trekking the woods and happened to save Eliot, and then they, like, get back to the freaking guards and stuff, and they put his cape on, and they're like, Dark King.
Yep. And the thing is that maybe the Dark King isn't all bad, which we had figured anyway.
Yeah.
That he didn't seem terrible.
The whole thing is that he came to power by saving Fillory.
Yeah.
So he couldn't
he just
be all
calls
bad.
himself the Dark King probably because it was a dark time in his life. I mean, he lost the magician he was in love with. Maybe he was just upset. Yeah,
and, like,
that's true.
Technically, he could have gotten the throne because he's a human. Like, he's from Earth.
No,
his parents are from Earth. But, like, whatever. Like, that's one of the rules.
Eliot and Q's love child from that alternate timeline.
Possible.
Look at Mel's face.
He's somebody's great-great-grandchild, right?
Yeah, he could be the child of the writer of the original Fillory books. They banished him to Fillory, right? Ugh.
No.
Ugh.
I think he's on Earth now. He was in the poison room for a while, and then he ended up back on Earth. Yeah.
Anyway. This show's getting wild.
Yeah.
It was an enjoyable episode, though. So Eliot was always my favorite character in the books. And I just feel like he was unloved for the first few seasons of the television show. But he's gotten a lot more love lately, and I love him so much. Margot is also awesome. We did find out that Fen and Josh slept together, which we knew was the case.
Yeah.
We also learned that child's play knives somehow don't...
They're meant for children to practice throwing knives and stuff at each other, so they, like, can't hurt the person that they're stabbing. Of course, Margot didn't know this, and so she stabbed Fen and thought she killed her, and then was like, oh no. And Fen was like, haha, nice going. You really figured it out. And she was like...
She was like, nope, I actually stabbed you and I wanted to kill you. And also, I didn't save you, Eliot did that. And now things are awkward.
In her defense, Margot stabbed her right after she found out that, like,
She was
Fed
also
and
going
Josh.
full wolf.
Also, it was turned into wolves. But also, Margot is very much like kingdom first, everything else second, and has always been. So I don't know why they're surprised that she would be like, yeah, I think you guys should have sacrificed yourself for the kingdom. She's High King Margot.
Also, she tried twice.
Yeah.
And was unsuccessful, and then Eliot tried one more time and was successful. So it's not like she didn't try.
Yeah.
Just
But
saying.
she wanted to save the kingdom and not just them, and instead Eliot was like, no, I care more about saving the people. Because that's the difference between Eliot and Margot, is that Eliot wants the humans and instant gratification, and Margot sees a bigger picture and cares more about the good of the people.
Yeah, but I
That
don't
was
think...
their main problem ruling.
It's true. I don't think saving them would have saved the kingdom, though.
No.
The Takers still would have came.
No. Margot was trying to save the kingdom. Was giving them the history books so that they would spend their lives defending the kingdom and save it from the Takers and still end up dead.
But I don't think that anything they did would have actually saved the kingdom from the Takers.
We don't know. But, like, that's the difference between Eliot and Margot, is that Margot was like...
Well, they just weren't equipped for it, because the Dark King has the ability to, like, take out the Takers. That's the whole thing. Like, they haven't been able to figure out the magic to kill the Takers.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't have mattered. They would have still died.
Yeah. But they might
But
have defended
not by
the kingdom.
saving the kingdom.
Yeah, but they might have saved it from, like, a coup. And, like...
Yeah.
Fillory would have been better. Yeah, they would have needed the Dark King maybe to come in and stop the Takers still, but there wouldn't have been an overthrowing coup. They would have taken care of the people in the north and protected them instead of letting the Takers run wild.
It's true.
They would have fought them. Like, that's
they were
the
just
stuff
bad
that Margot cared about.
rulers. They should never have been left in charge.
Yep, that's true. So yeah, it was a wild episode. We're gonna keep watching because I'm a slave to things that I should stop watching. I still watch Supernatural, so...
I gave up on that.
And this has been a long video that I'm not really editing because I'm very tired, so I'll see you tomorrow.